Assalamualaikum. Hey yo, welcome back and thank you so much kerana masih lagi bersama dengan eTuisyen online. Thank you so much for still choosing eTuisyen online untuk korang belajar anything, any subject. And then for this class with me, Miss Anis, for English Form 2 KSSM. Okay, so macam biasa sebelum kita start, kita akan go through checklist ataupun housekeeping to ensure your session or your, I guess you would say, pembelajaran smooth. And then later, what we're going to go through is macam biasa every week what I do is words of the week. Tapi hari ni sebabkan Miss guna teknologi kan untuk ajar korang, selain daripada teknologi ada dekat tempat tuition kita orang, right? So this is a bit different because I'm working from home, okay, ataupun kerja dari rumah. Kalau korang pernah dengar kan yang WFH. So this is how it looks like lah dekat mana Miss bekerja, right? So Miss akan ajar korang macam mana nak guna that online dictionary. Tak semua orang, okay, let me just quickly grab my dictionary. Dah jumpa, hari tu tak jumpa mana. Okay, tadi tercari jumpa. So tak semua orang ada physical dictionary. Okay, macam Miss suka benda yang physical. But some people don't have it and you need to find it online. Tak pun nak cari makna-makna perkataan. So how do you do it and then how do you do it right? Sebab ada berlambak dictionary kat luar tu, and then probably I'll try to suggest mana satu yang korang boleh pakai. Okay, so because I would use that as well. Okay, so let's go through that later. But first thing first, let's do the checklist. Make sure korang punya battery for your device, for your laptop, for your notebook atau apa benda lah korang pakai, don't know lah. These days macam banyak benda dah menarik sangat these days punya devices because it's getting more advanced. Okay, so but make sure the battery is fully charged because kalau korang tak charge and then it's like 5 more percent and then kaput later, so it's just gonna, I guess, disrupt your session to learn English with me today. And then the second thing is make sure resolution dia tinggi sebab takut korang tak nampak apa yang dekat dalam slide. Kalau nampak cantik lah, meaning your resolution is okay. Resolution ni apa yang nak bagi dia clear ke tidak dalam video tu. So macam mana nak naikkan, you pergi dekat YouTube ni ada macam ada bentuk cog ataupun gear dekat bawah tu ada bunga sikit tu kan, you click on that and then you can increase the resolution kepada 1080. But if it's not possible because sometimes the internet it's not on our side today, so probably for now you can listen to me, then later when your internet is better then you can pump it up. Okay, so that's for that. Anything else? If this is your first class ever with eTuisyen and especially for the class with me, English with me, Miss Anis, welcome. Alright, really thank you for choosing us to learn English. And then for what I would like to share with you, other than eTuisyen online or Ask Tutor, whatever that you can find on the website, you can also reach us or find more information to learn or to know more on eTuisyen dekat dalam our social media, which is Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, what other things? Facebook, okay, and also TikTok. Alright, so there's multiple ways for you to get information. Alright, so that's that for the checklist. Now let's get over on how to use my section lah. One of the section that I try to start is word of the week. And then this time a bit lain sikit, Miss akan guna technology. Okay, so I've been sharing with you guys not only physical, what you can do is also try to use the online dictionary. Now macam mana, sebab kalau korang Google je, alright, senang je lah, Google je lah the word. Okay, so for today the word of the week that I would like to share with you is gloss. G-L-O-S-S. Nampak tak? Banyaknya gloss dekat sini. That's why kadang-kadang when you try to deal with internet, they will give you everything. But the thing is, how would you know which one out of that everything is the right one? So yang ni yang susah sikit these days, and then that's why there's a lot of fake news. So tolong hati-hati dengan bila korang surf the internet. Okay, so gloss. Now, if you just click gloss, kantor kat situ Miss ada guna tadi. So bila just type gloss sahaja. Okay, so this is the word of the week lah. Okay, gloss. you ada the suggestion is the first one is the Cambridge, okay? Gloss meaning in the Cambridge English Dictionary, or the second one here, gloss definition of dalam Merriam-Webster. I mentioned this actually about Merriam-Webster. And then nampak tak dekat bawah banyak ni, bawah aku ada lagi banyak. Banyaknya vocabulary lah. Okay, actually the first two here is already good enough. You can use these two. And then especially for us, our country, okay, Malaysia, kita belajar UK ataupun British English. So Cambridge will be the best. So Cambridge English ataupun, okay, so this is one of the ways. So glossnya ni ataupun gloss Merriam-Webster ni pun boleh pakai juga. That's another one. Kalau you just tambah perkataan meaning, okay, gloss meaning, okay, contohnya tadi kan kita buat, kita start daripada mula. Okay, gloss. And then the meaning of it ataupun the meaning of gloss, tengoklah mana-mana asalkan tambah perkataan meaning tu, what it would do, Google akan terus bawa pergi korang ke dictionary. So Google ada dictionary, and then what it use case from the definition from Oxford Language. Nah, kalau ada ni ada tulisan dekat sini, ada reference dia kalau Oxford Language, then you can use it because it means, right, it's using the British English. So you have to be careful when you try to search for words, for the words that you don't understand, and then it give you from bukan Oxford, bukan Cambridge punya language, because yang ni kenapa particular, because it will give you the British punya. Kalau dia bagi you Australian punya ataupun American punya, kau ni salah. Tapi sebabkan kita guna British English, korang dalam test, contohnya korang ambil test, say for example lah, not now, probably later when you try to masuk university, you pakai yang what's it called, you ambil kalau untuk British English, CEFR, TOEFL semua tu kan. So those tests dia akan fikir American or Australian English salah. Okay, so kalau dia bukan salah pun sebenarnya, because I do understand it, but the thing is because we are trying to test you for British English, so you get wrong. So that's why be careful of the source of the meaning that you got from online. Okay, so this is one of the way that you can do, but I would prefer yang Cambridge just now. Tadi gloss Cambridge. So gloss ni, kita ingat gloss, lip gloss ni kalau untuk ladies lah, you know. Wait, actually some guys pun tahu juga gloss, okay. Alright, so lip gloss, okay, untuk bagi dia shiny on your lips, right. Actually gloss ni ada dua makna. So the first one is the noun one, okay. So yang ni ada bagi it's supposed to give you two gloss, okay. So the first one, gloss ni, okay, nampak tak dekat sini? Ada tak nampak ada stereo ataupun speaker ni kan? So this will help you to know how to pronounce the word. So when you try to search for words and not only finding the spelling, try to listen to the pronunciation, because you need to know how to pronounce it and then how to pronounce it and now how to spell it kan, sebab for your speaking and for your audio test. Okay, so listen to the UK one, don't listen to the US one lah. Okay, UK one. Okay, so the first one is the noun, so appearance, anything that is smooth and shiny, appearance on the surface of something, ataupun paint yang shiny. Okay, shiny ni yang berkilat. Okay, so marble can be polished to a high gloss. Nampak tak dibagi kat sini contoh-contoh ayat yang you can use. So the second one, sorry Miss nak cepat sikit sebab Miss nak kena masuk content. Okay, so the second one is gloss yang verb. Okay, so ada dua. So the first one is noun, and kalau dalam buku, kalau dalam kamus fizikal dia akan tulis N kecil, kalau untuk verb dia akan tulis V kecil. Okay, huruf V. So look at here, so verb kalau dengar dia punya sebutan dia actually, so look at here, nampak tak ada tulisan G, L and then tiba-tiba ada ni kan. Okay, this is how you say, like this will show you how to pronounce it, and you notice that it's the same. Okay, untuk noun dengan verb, so that's why you need to see the context lah, how is used in sentences. So untuk yang verb punya maknanya explain, ambil kau ejaan dia sama tapi maknanya berbeza. So that's why you need to understand how it's been used in the sentences jugalah. Okay, alright, so the second one is to provide an explanation for a word or phrase. When you try to, so like me, I'm trying to explain to you, I'm trying to gloss you about the word gloss. Okay, so I'm trying to explain to you the word or the phrase. Okay, so I've shared with you and hopefully now you know how to use dictionary. Okay, actually, tolong sometimes some people thinks it's very tedious to really alah pakai kamus. Come on lah. It's gonna help you. Please do the work. Okay, kalau belajar dengan Miss, I don't like it when you, yes, sometimes there's things have shortcuts to it, but if it's a smart way to do it, fine, and it's helpful for you, okay. But if you main tipu, you macam nak curi-curi tulang ke apa kan, please don't, because it's not going to help you. Okay, I prefer you to understand now, do mistakes now, then later you know it, you learn it, and then you can master it. Okay, alright, so that's that for online dictionary. Let's go back to the content for today. Apa yang kita belajar adalah tentang adverbs. Okay, last week we were learning about adjectives that ended with ed dengan ing. Okay, adjectives, you use it to explain ataupun describe your nouns and pronouns. Now, we're gonna learn about adverbs. Adverbs ni when you use it to describe your actions. Okay, but there's actually more to that. Adverbs ni memang very wide, but what we're gonna cover today, what we're gonna cover for this class is only on a few of the degrees, because few of the types, okay, and then how to use it in the sentences. So that I would do with you, and then kalau ada cukup masa, kita akan habiskan semua exercise for you to really master on how to use adverbs. Okay, so you dah tahu macam mana adjectives, now you can learn about adverbs, and then hopefully you don't confuse between the two. Remember, adverbs is the words that you use to describe your action. Okay, anything that have to do with verbs, okay, that will be adverbs. Anything that you need to describe and give some, like, look at to make some verbs, to make some action look very interesting ke apa kan, so that's actually adverbs, bukannya adjectives. Adjectives is for you to describe nouns and pronouns only. Okay, alright, so adverbs ni macam misalkan kita akan cover a few, I guess, categories. So bukan I think 5 kot. Yes, we're gonna cover 5 of them. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, alamak tak ada pointer, kejap, let me put the pointer on. My laser pointer, hopefully korang boleh nampak. Okay, so adverb. So adverb ni describe, as I mentioned just now, verb. Okay, other than that, macam misalkan dia pun ada juga complicated sikit, which is you also describe adjective ataupun adverb. Maksudnya dalam ayat, kalau ada word that describing the verb ataupun ada word describing the adjective ataupun verb yang bukan verb, ada word describing the other adverb juga, it's called adverb. So nanti Miss akan tunjuk kat korang macam mana pula adverb ni boleh terangkan adverb pula. Okay, kenapa pula macam very complicated? That's language. Okay, sometimes language can be very, very simple, can also be difficult as well. Okay, can be complex because language is what siapa yang pakai. Okay, if you understand that, okay, bukannya nak cakap tahu, tapi language is being used by us humans. Humans very complicated. Kita dengan satu lagi manusia susahlah nak cari yang similar, yang sama padan dengan kita tau. Tak ada, Miss tak pernah jumpa lagi lah satu manusia dengan satu manusia memang sama. Macam memang muka, contohlah kalau twins kan, kalau kembar mungkin dia orang sama, tapi perangai lain gila. So it means that it's two different humans already. No, even kita punya jap jari pun tak ada manusia yang sama dengan jap jari kita. Sepatutnya lah, kalau ada tu, itu memang up for debate lah. Okay, alright, so that's what adverbs is. You use it to describe a verb, adjective ataupun another adverb. But kalau selalunya you would use it with a verb. And then it tells us how, where, when, how much and with what frequency. Okay, so here macam Miss ajar tenses hari tu kan, ataupun cara ajar adjective kan, ada kita nak adjective, Miss tak ada bagi jawab soalan kot, tenses lah. Macam mana kita nak jawab soalan when did something happen? Did it happen yesterday? Did it happen today? Did it happen tomorrow? Nampak tak ada soalan tu? So adverb pun ada soalan-soalan, like how you answer this kind of type of questions. Okay, so if you have someone ask you, how did you do it? How? Okay, bagaimana hang buat? Macam mana? Bagaimana hang nyanyi? Sedap ke tak sedap? Like, do you sound nice or not? Okay, how do you do it? Okay, so here are the words. quietly, peacefully, carefully, slowly, badly, closely, easily, well, fast, quickly, cheerfully. Ambil kau ada banyak li. Okay. So here on this how ni is actually we would say kalau nanti kita akan go through the type of adverbs. So this is actually the manner and you will focus more on this later masa dekat tingkatan 3. Okay, so for now I will just introduce it to you. Then later when you go to form 3, kita akan cover dengan lagi mendalam. Okay, untuk really understand how in the world should you use the adverbs for manners. Okay, so kenapa tak ada li ni? Okay, usually memang ending dia dengan ly. Tapi nampak tak ada satu ke dua? Okay, dua. Well dengan fast. Kat sini tak ada fastly. No. Tu salah. Tapi you will say fast. Okay. So here ada few situation the adjective. Nampak tak kalau tak ada li ni kan? Peaceful. Isn't that an adjective? So that's why this word kalau dia describe a verb, it become an adverb. Okay, so the formula untuk usually untuk yang soalan how ni, you tambah ly dekat belakang. Cuma for a few words, you tak tambah ly lah. Okay, depending on how you use it. So that's for how. Now, say for example, someone came to you, where is my wallet? Where did you park the car? Where can I get it? Okay, nampak tak kata soalan where? Alright, so here, above, abroad. I left your wallet abroad. Habis kau kena pergi naik kapal terbang pergi ambil balik wallet tu. Dah sekarang quarantine apa kalau naik kapal terbang sekarang kena quarantine kalau pergi luar negara ambil kau. I'm just kidding. Alright, so abroad, far, away, back, here, outside. So nampak tak this word describe the location. Okay, location kat mana. Okay, so this kind of question. So these words are like where did you do it? Where did you do the verbs? Where do you complete the action? Okay, so this is to answer the question where. Okay, now somebody come to you ataupun okay, kita tak nak buat somebody, actually somebody je. Let's say your mother. Okay, say for example lah, ada kadang-kadang semua orang kan ada juga anak yatim kan. Never mind. Okay, say for example your mother come to you. When are you gonna complete your homework? When are you gonna do the chores? When are you gonna wash the dishes? Okay, so bila. Okay, so if you say okay right now, I'll go lah. Okay, now, yesterday, soon, later, tomorrow, yet, already. So all these words is to answer when someone come to you and ask the question, when do you do the action? Okay, so these words would suit under when. Oh, I forgot to say. Here kalau where ni group of the ataupun type of the adverb ni, you would say adverbs of place. Nanti kita akan cover sekejap lagi. And when ni adverbs of time. Now, how much somebody come to you? How much is the price? Ataupun how much how many times did you do how many times did you sing the same song? Contohlah, banyak kali kau mendengar. Yalah, how many times you practice to master a song ke, master to do a math formula ke, okay? Alright, so how much? Bilangan. Bila tanya pasal bilangan, quite, fairly, to, enormously, entirely, very, extremely. So nampak tak? Ini menunjukkan bilangan. Okay, how many, like the quantity of it. So this kind of question, you would use all these adverbs to describe the adverbs or the adjectives ataupun adverb, ya, bukannya nouns atau pronouns. And then last one, how often. How often ni, how often did you do it every day? Is it every day that you have to practice it? Ataupun sekali je you belajar dah terus tangkap. Tu terror tu, orang yang selalu pandang je. Ada orang tahu, dia just nampak contohlah dia masuk kelas kan, dan dia tengok apa profesor ataupun cikgu dia tulis kat depan tu, dia tengok sekali dah dia boleh ingat sampai bila-bila. Itu photographic memory tu, dahsyat. Okay, so always, sometimes, often, frequently, normally, generally, usually. So this will show you the frequency ataupun berapa kali action tu dilakukan. Okay, so yang ni how much dengan often ni nampak macam lebih kurang because it looks like a quantity. But here is more dia macam quantity and relate to time. Okay, yang ni quantity yang korang boleh kira in terms of physical quantity. Macam tu tau. okay, dia macam lebih kurang juga. So this is why it's gonna be confusing for you, but you get the gist. Okay, alright. So that's for to simply say it. Now let's go through in depth tiap-tiap satu jenis yang Miss cakap tadi tu. Kenapa Miss Asyik nak go through, dia cakap pasal type ni kan. Okay, tak apa, kita akan cover next slide. Okay, so let's cover the first two first. So adverb of manner. Kan tadi ada nak jawab soalan how. Okay, soalan how. So adverb of manner ni dia bagi tahu macam mana satu action tu occurred, macam mana satu action tu di-completekan, dibuat. Okay, so contohnya dalam satu ayat ni nampak ni. The lion crawl stealthily. So the lion, singa, crawl, merangkak, stealthily ni dengan hati-hati, dengan senyap. Yalah kalau kan singa nak memburu, dia makan apa lah? Rusa, okay? Kan rusa ataupun dia ada satu tu yang dia, hari tu I tengok dekat National Geographic, I forgot what's that called. But there's this one animal, so dia punya hearing dia sangatlah peka. So the singa for the lion to catch his prey, so he or she, actually it's supposed to be she, but never mind, let's go through, let's assume that he did the hunting. Okay, if you want to know what am I talking about, go and watch National Geographic or Animal Planet kind of videos for you to know how lion hunts. Okay, you'll be surprised who do the work. Okay, so here the lion crawls stealthily. So maksudnya dia buat dengan senyap. And then you see here ly. And then will you come quietly or do I have to use earplugs? So here ini ayat comedian Spike Milligan lah. Maksudnya ni dialog yang dia pakai. So here, will you come quietly or do I have to use earplugs? Maksudnya kau nak datang sini senyap-senyap ke ataupun aku nak kena pakai earplug? Maksudnya orang tu dia berjalan bising lah, ataupun dia kalau dia pergi somewhere kan semua orang tahu dia datang. Kan kita ada setengah orang yang sangatlah macam meriah orang dia kan. So that's what this sentence means lah. Okay, so here lots of adverbs, manner and dengan ly. Macam kami tunjuk tadi kan yang ni. Nampak ni? Li semua ni. That's what it means lah. Okay, ada banyak adverbs yang end dengan ly. Okay, yang kedua, adverbs of time ni yang jawab soalan when, how often. Kan tadi kan misalnya macam ada keliruan antara how much dengan how often kan. So yang how often tu when you relate it with time. Okay, so adverb of time ni tell us when action occurs ataupun selalu tak, how often. So contohnya untuk ayat pertama ni, I tell him daily. So every single day dia bagi tahu. Bagi tahu apa? Tak tahulah. Okay. So that's another question lah. Okay, so here I tell him daily. What you plant now, you will harvest later. So here ada satu author ni dia ni maksudnya lah dia buat ayat ni lah ataupun quote dia. Okay, what you plant now, you will harvest later. So apa yang awak tanam sekarang, awak akan dapatnya later. So here, I tell him daily ni, it will show how often lah. What you plant now, you will harvest later. This answer the question when. Okay, so adverb of times ni, dia bagi tahu bila akan, okay, selalunya, kalau perkataan always, often, kalau always, often dengan sometimes ni nampak tak dia macam kita boleh cakap juga pasal adverbs of frequency. So how, dia macam time juga, okay, tapi how often ni pun kita boleh cakap adverbs of frequency. Yang ni adverb of frequency ni korang akan belajar dengan lebih banyak bila tingkatan 3 nanti. Okay, so itu untuk adverb of time. Now, lagi dua. So, adverb of place. Lagi dua ni and then kita cukup masa tak? Okay, cukup masa. And then kita akan cover exercise. Alright, so adverb of place. Bila kita nak jawab soalan where. Where do you do it? Okay, where was the action taken place? Okay, so adverb of place ni bila kat mana? Where action is occurred. So here, I did not put it there. So ini negative statement. Okay, sebab ada perkataan not ni. So I did not put it there. So your verb here put, okay? And then sebabkan perkataan there ni, it describes ataupun bagi tahu kat mana did not put was been explained. Okay, was occurred. Tapi yang ni sebabkan not kan. So maksudnya tak terjadilah. Tapi at least the question is, did you put it there? Contohnya soalan dia macam tu. Okay, I did not put it there. Okay, so here is your adverb of place. Now, Poetry surrounds us everywhere, but putting it on paper is alas not so easy as looking at it. Sorry ni macam ayat kenapa dia sangatlah poetic ayat dia, sebab the artist Vincent van Gogh yang cakap. Now Vincent, kalau nak tahu siapa, Google lah Vincent van Gogh ni, but one of his lukisan, dia pelukis one of his lukisan, tak ingat warna, I think dia macam orange sikit ataupun macam bulat-bulat ke, if I'm not mistaken kot, dia punya lukisan dia tu harga dia beribu-ribu dolar, ribu ke juta dolar, kena check balik. Okay, this is a very, I would say, I think he's still alive. I could be wrong. Dah lama tak Google pasal dia actually, but one of his piece, okay, art piece is very valuable. Okay, so nampak tak dekat sini, poetry surrounds us everywhere. So maksudnya poetry ni surround. So surrounds is the verb. Okay, us everywhere. Surrounds ni surround, mengelilingi, keliling kita. Okay, but putting it on paper is alas not easy as looking at it. So here maksudnya kadang-kadang apa yang kita tulis dekat atas paper, apa yang kita cuba nak describe sesuatu poetry ke ayat ke, kita nak bagi tulis untuk ceritakan dekat orang kan. Contohlah kita cakap sesuatu tu cantik atas paper, tapi bila kita tengok kadang-kadang cantik tu lain apa yang ditulis by, contohlah Miss tulis cantik, tapi for you cantik lain. So this is what it means by this ayat. Nampak tak dekat situ poetry dia. Okay, alright, so that's for adverbs of place. Now, yang last one, I think this is the last one before we go to, okay, betul lah. So this is the last one. So adverb of degree, okay, nak jawab soalan how much just now. So adverb of degree ni, dia ada nama lain dia tau, adverb of comparison. So maksudnya bila kita try to compare sesuatu, okay, kita akan pakai adverb of degree usually. Okay, so adverb of degree ni tell us what a degree and action occurred. So maksudnya how intense sesuatu tu dilakukan. Contohnya kalau Miss pukul meja ni kan, betapa kuatnya Miss pukul, ataupun bila kita dengar suara yang kuat kan, kuat gila ke, ataupun kalau nak terangkan sesuatu tu kuat gila ataupun kuat sikit je. Okay, nampak tak gila dengan, okay, itu memang bahasa Melayu yang salah sebenarnya, sepatutnya sangat kuat ataupun sederhana macam tu lah. Okay, so sorry, pardon my VM, pardon my Malay. Okay, so but to hopefully you understand. So bila nak terangkan the degree, the intensity ataupun what degree sesuatu action tu dilakukan, so this is what you use. This is the adverb of degree tau. So here he works smarter. So maksudnya contohnya kata kerja dia adalah works. The verb is works, okay? But he works smarter. Okay, dengan bijak, dengan lebih bijak. Okay, alright. So itu so nampak tak ER dekat sini? So sekejap, korang dah belajar ke dengan I pasal comparison of adverb? Rasanya belum lagi kot. Masa tak sempat nak cover tu, tapi mungkin minggu nanti ada masa bila ada contoh-contohnya, misalkan go through with you how to compare adverb. Okay, so itu adalah he works smarter. Okay, and then last one here, doctors makes me work harder to prove them wrong. Businessman direct jeter. Alamak, dah lupa siapa dia. So he's one of the businessmen lah. Maksudnya kalau usually this is one of his quote. So dia cakap dekat sini, doctors make me work harder to prove them wrong. So maksudnya doctor ni adalah orang-orang yang tak yakin dengan dia, yang macam tak percayakan dia. So dia, orang-orang yang tak percayakan dia ni buatkan dia bekerja lagi kuat untuk buktikan mereka tu salah. So work harder. So harder is your adverb of comparison ni, and then work ni is your verb lah. Okay, so that's the last one for the ones that I wanted to show with you, the type of adverbs. Okay, nanti bila korang masuk tingkatan 3, korang akan lagi I would say focus more to understand how to use this adverb of degree ataupun comparison ni dengan adverb of manner. Nanti korang akan fokus more bila masuk tingkatan 3 nanti. Okay, alright, so that's what for the type of adverbs. Let's do some exercise and then we'll be done for today. Sekarang kau apa? Okay, alright, so the first one. Okay, so what I have here. So I have all these words on the right side. Nampak tak? Ada perkataan late, wisely, bitterly, quickly, broadly, and clearly. So what we need to do is park all of these words inside all of these sentences. Okay, so late maksudnya lambat. Kejap. Betul lah. Okay, because some words ada 2 atau 3 makna. Okay, so hati-hati. So late ni dalam case ni adalah lambat. Wisely dengan yikes, what wisely dalam bahasa Melayu? Usually orang wisely ni dia ada banyak experience. I would say tua juga, tapi not every old people are very wise. Sometimes they're just never mind. Okay, but usually wise comes with experience. Okay. Alright, so very experienced people can be really wise. Wise, arif kot. Arif rasanya dalam bahasa Melayu. Bitterly dengan pahit. Sorry. Ataupun dengan, I would say, usually, okay, in English, you would, other than the taste bitter, if someone is sad ataupun feeling bad, you can also put bitter to it. Okay, quickly dengan cepat, broadly secara lebar, okay, sangat dengan lebar, clearly dengan clear dalam bahasa Melayu apa sih? Oh my god, how do I explain clear? Dengan terang. Thank you God, alhamdulillah, terang. Okay, so here the first one, he slept blank in the night. Dia, okay, so here adverb untuk this case, korang selain daripada macam kalau korang belajar tenses with me, I give you formulas and everything, right? So adverbs ni dia tricky sikit because you have to understand the context of your verb. Macam mana dia dipakai, satu, and then cerita apa ataupun message apa yang you try nak sampaikan. Okay, so tadi kita dah go through kan, when we try to answer the question, how much, how many, how often, when, how, apa tadi, where. Okay, so when we can try to answer this kind of question kan, kita kena tahu, kita kena baca the whole sentences to get the idea what is trying to be portrayed here, apa yang sedang diterang, apa yang dia nak cerita ni. Okay, so here he slept in the night, so maksudnya dia tidur malam. So out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out of these 6 words, yang mana kena dekat sini? Okay, so here late lambat, dengan arif, dengan pahit, cepat, dengan lebar, dengan terang. So dekat sini selain daripada kena faham konteks dan apa, kadang-kadang ada jugalah orang boleh adalah nak kena buat formula ke apa, your logic is also being tested here. Okay, so I mean so this is where we would say rational, ataupun you need to be logical or rational when you try to answer this kind of question. Okay, dia kena make sense, tak boleh jawab suka hati je. Okay, so here bila kita cakap pasal malam, so usually antara semua ni yang paling macam boleh terima lah ialah late ataupun quickly juga sebenarnya, sebab maksudnya dia duduk atas katil terus tidur. Tapi here tapi bila kita nak guna perkataan quick, kita kena tambah sikit lagi sebenarnya adverb untuk terangkan adverb ni. Tapi yang paling sesuai adalah late. So the first one is he slept late. Dia tidur lewat. Oh, bukan lambat, lewat. So ada 2, lambat dengan lewat makna perkataan ni, okay? In the night. Okay, so the second one, the king rule blank. Okay, late, lupa tadi nak buat cross. Okay, tak apalah. So late ni cross. So tinggal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so wisely, bitterly, quickly, broadly and clearly. So kalau the king rule ni maksudnya raja rule memerintah. Okay, so kalau orang yang memerintah selalunya kita akan kaitkan wisely. You know what? Wisely will be the best choice. Okay, yang lain macam tak kena juga. Okay, so that's why kalau contohnya korang dapat soalan kan, exercise macam ni, ataupun bila dapat soalan dalam peperiksaan nanti, ataupun when you have to match words kan. What you need to do selain daripada tengok dekat soalan, you have to understand as well the words. Okay, macam mana nak gunakan dia. Kalau korang tak faham perkataan tu, susah sikit lah. You have to understand the meaning of the words. That's why dictionary will help you. Okay, so here wisely lah yang second one punya. Now, the third one, the woman cried. Dia menangis perempuan tu. So ni dah cross. Yang tinggal bitterly, quickly, broadly and clearly. Antara 4 macam tak kena je kalau cried quickly. Boleh lah, cried quickly pun boleh juga sebenarnya. Tapi tak kena sebab have to add more information to that. Sebab tak sesuai juga. Dia macam sesuai tapi tak sesuai at the same time. So here, the woman, I think out of these 4 yang tinggal, yang paling kena adalah bitterly lah. Okay, bitterly, bitter ni yang pahit. Selalunya taste yang bitter. Tapi bila sesuatu sedih ataupun pernah tak memori pahit? Ingat BM je boleh pakai pahit. Okay, so untuk bahasa Inggeris pun lebih kurang juga. Okay, so the woman cried bitterly. Okay, number 4. She walked in and smiled. Okay, so here dia walk in, dia masuk. Contohlah ada pintu ataupun room ataupun dewan ke ataupun sesuatu space. So she ada seseorang lady, dia masuk. She walked in and then dia senyum. Okay, so yang tinggal quickly, broadly and clearly. So smile, quickly, broadly, clearly. Clearly macam out sebab usually clearly ni sama ada space clear ataupun penerangan yang clear. Okay, so here either quickly or broadly. Now, I would say quickly pun betul, broadly pun betul. Dua-dua pun boleh sebab tiba-tiba dia masuk dan dia smile quickly lah kan. Tapi kena ada banyak lagi konteks sikit kot ataupun adverb ataupun nak bagi terangkan lagi. So I think here what would be really I guess paling elok nak letak ialah yang broadly punya. Okay, so here nampak tak bila korang perasan tak bila Miss nak letak kan, dia macam kena rational. Dia kena macam ni macam sesuai tapi ni macam tak sesuai, ni macam sesuai juga. So tapi kena tengok ada tak tapi kalau nak bagi dia betul-betul sesuai kena tambah lagi ayat atau ke ayat, tambah lagi perkataan. Okay, so nampak tak dekat situ this kind of things why macam mana Miss boleh jawab dengan senang ke apa macam tu sebab Miss dah banyak membaca. So for you guys to really have this rational thinking ataupun logical thinking, this kind of skill, macam mana nak dapat, you kena banyak membaca. Okay, dia bukannya senang. Tak pernah pun cakap nak belajar bahasa Inggeris ni senang. Oi, siapa yang cakap tu? Okay, sebab mula-mula semua benda susah. Even masa kita kecil pun, masa kita nak belajar berjalan, even nak bercakap, you guys cakap dalam 1 hari ke? Did you guys learn how to speak in 1 day? No, you take months or years to talk, properly talk. So to do something, to master something, it's not that easy. Especially something new. You need to learn, you need to do the effort. Okay, so I'm setting you an expectation here at the beginning itself. For you to really master something, you have to put the work. It's not gonna be easy, but at a certain moment after, macam pernah tak dengar yang sikit-sikit lama-lama jadi bukit? Samalah, lebih kurang. Once you practice, when you do it sikit by sikit. Contohlah sekarang ni, you buat 2 perkataan tiap-tiap hari. In probably 10 years, it be how many 10 years probably by that you will know more than 10,000 words kot. Betul ke math miss ni? Never mind. But yeah, you get the gist. So it means that after some time you will bound to master it. But if you want it to be quick, you nak master cepat gila, then something that you can master in 10 years, you have to do that in a few apa benda yang sama tu you kena shorten kan. So you get stressed, yes, but you get better earlier. So it's your choice. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, he walked to the bus stop. So tinggal broadly dengan broadly dah guna. So tinggal clearly dengan quickly. So and then okay, sebab tinggal lagi 2 kan. Let's go through dulu terus lah. Okay, he walked blank to the bus stop, and the last one, the teacher spoke blank to the pupils. So here dia berjalan ke bus stop. And then dia yang ke-6, cikgu bercakap to the pupils dengan People siapa? Dalam bahasa Melayu, pelajar. Okay, sorry. Alright, so here, dekat antara dua ni, so tinggal quickly dengan clearly. Kalau kita letak quickly dekat teacher ni, Allah dah bagi jawapan. Sorry, okay, never mind. But I wanted to say just now, kalau kita letak quickly dekat sini, dekat teacher spoke ni pun betul. Tapi because we have one more here, we need to put it here. So he walked clearly macam tak sesuai. Because clearly ni macam Miss cakap tadi, is usually when you try to clear a space, bila you nak bagi kosong satu tempat, ataupun bila you tengah bercakap, you tengah terangkan, it's clear. Okay, so okay, clear pun ada dua makna dekat situ untuk korang. Okay, FYI. So here, that's why I would say clearly ni bila dekat teacher spoke clearly, and then quickly ni bila dia nak pergi ke bus stop. Yelah, kalau jalan lambat-lambat, terlepas lah bus tu. So for him to get the bus on time, so nampak tak this logical thinking, he walked quickly to the bus stop. Unless adalah ayat dekat belakang cakap he walk kalau dengan leisurely, kalau macam relax, okay, leisurely to the bus stop because he knows the bus will only get there in 1 hour. Contohlah kalau ada ayat sambungan. Okay, so sekarang pukul berapa? I think cukup masa lagi kan, insyaAllah. Alright, so I have one more exercise I think. Okay, let's go through this quickly and then we'll be done for adverbs. And then, so in my class, so you're done with adverbs ni, and then post sambungan next week. If I'm not mistaken, we will belajar tentang models rasanya, or preposition. I will let you know kalau ada perubahan. And then for few more weeks, kita still akan fokus untuk grammar. Then afterwards, you're gonna learn how to write with me. Okay, so when we're belajar English dengan Miss Anis, Miss akan ajar korang 4 skill. First one is reading, which is, and then this actually grammar lah. Actually, when you know the technical stuff between the tenses, like when you read something, you nampak formula-formula ni, nampak perkataan-perkataan ni, oh ini adalah apa, nak terangkan benda ni telah terjadi, ataupun benda ni baru nak jadi. Okay, nampak tak? When you know the grammars and everything, you can understand when or what, like you can answer this kind of type of question when you try to, when you're reading the story, or when you're reading the articles. Okay, so that's why you need to know all this grammar stuff so that you can understand what are the context, what are the, like, what it's been trying to, what are the things that is trying to, that you need to identify, ataupun apa yang you nak kena faham daripada ayat-ayat tu ataupun story tu. Okay, and then second one, you learn how to write. Okay, macam mana nak tulis pula. Okay, macam mana nak tulis dengan clear, ataupun nak bagi bukan pemeriksa, ataupun orang yang nak baca interested, ataupun properly. Okay, so that you don't mess up the tu. That's why you have to learn grammar first, so that you don't tunggang langgang ayat tu. Third one, you learn how to speak. That's why I'm suggesting you all this vocab so that you know how to pronounce it. Then later, when you try to speak, because you dah tahu grammar and you know how to pronounce the words as well, so you can speak it well. You will speak well. You will pronounce the words correctly as well. And the last one is when you know how things have been spelled. When you know, spell, and you know how it's been pronounced, when you listen to someone, or you listen to the radio, or someone like have on call with you, but the audio call, like actually video call pun boleh lah. So when you try to listen to someone, or you're trying to listen to a radio, right? So you know the pronunciation of the words, you know how it's spelled, and then because you know the grammar as well, masa you belajar bila time reading kan, so you know what are the things that is been trying to, what are the things what are the other person is trying to tell you. Okay, so that's why empat skill ni, when you master all these 4, then you will be really good. Then you can say lah, okay, I'm better now in English language usage. Okay, still. Alright, so that's my plan with you if you still stick with me under eTuisyen online lah. Okay, so nampak tak, dah bagi korang the long term planning dah. Alright, so Let's go through here and then we're done for the day. So, what we're gonna do is so ada kat sini ada dua jawapan and then yang mana satu sesuai with this ayat. Okay, so here, I met Jane last week or tomorrow. Okay, kalau korang perasan kan semua ni kan ni adalah adverb of time. Okay, alright, so here, I met Jane last week or tomorrow. Sorry. So here, I'm testing you actually on your past, present and future continuous. Past, present and future tense. That's why kita belajar tu dulu and then kita belajar all of this now. Because you need to use it. Okay, nasib baik ada Miss dah ajar korang. Okay, so here, I met Jane. So nampak tak your verb here, met. Okay, dia bukannya meet, dia met. So yang ni ejaan ni, if you do your homework ataupun if you do the one that I suggested you to do, because I give you a table and I suggest that you try to transform ataupun tukar the root words of the what's it called? Verb, alright, and then put it in the past participle, pastnya version. I think I also suggest you to do in the continuous. There's a few other version, right? When you know how they are spelled, this is why it's gonna helpful because here you know instantly kalau ejaan dia MET, you know this one is actually in past. So here, last week dengan tomorrow, yang mana satu yang melambangkan yang dah lepas? It will be the last week. Okay, so here adverbs and verbs really closely related. So that's why you need to know the tenses lah. Okay, so the second one, we are going home now or last night. So kalau kita tengok dekat sini ada are and then ing. So here is actually present continuous. Okay, remember when I explained to you present continuous is for you to answer or to answer questions what's happening at that moment. Ataupun you can also use it to explain some things that gonna happen in the future. Because kalau untuk simple future, present continuous pun boleh pakai juga. So here, so something yang at that moment maksudnya now lah. So anything that's happening now ataupun in the future. This last night is past, so confirm salah. So jawapannya adalah now. We are going home now. Okay, the third one, I will show you the picture tomorrow or last Friday. So, I will show you the picture. So, nampak tak dekat sini? Perkataan will and then show. So, your verb here is show and then will. So, remember, ada perkataan will, it means this is your simple future. Okay, so will. So, here, tomorrow dengan last Friday, tomorrow lah jawapannya because tomorrow is the future. Tomorrow is esok. Okay, so last Friday is Jumaat lepas. So this is wrong lah, last Friday. So this is your answer. Tomorrow, I will show you the picture. So sebabkan this is future tense. Number 4, we slept late tonight or last night. So here, tengok dekat verb you. So this is your verb, slept, tidur. And then lambat, late ni lambat, tidur lambat. Now, because here, ejaan dia S-L-E-P-T instead of S-L-E-E-P. Okay? Sorry. So, yang ni root word dia S-L-E-E-P. Ni root word dia. So, here, maksudnya ini dah dibentuk dalam bentuk past. So, something, your answer needs to be in past. So, tonight dengan last night. So, confirm lah, last night is your answer. Okay, so we slept late last night. Kami tidur lambat semalam. Okay, kalau tonight we sleep tonight. We will sleep late tonight. Okay, so tonight ni actually lebih kurang dah macam nak cakap future juga. So kena hati-hati lah how you use it in your sentence. And last but not least, it will rain yesterday or soon. Okay, your verb is rain and then because ada tambah perkataan will. So the perkataan will ni, so maksudnya this is gonna be a future tense. So future tense, you have to choose the answer yang melambangkan later ataupun benda yang akan terjadi. So yesterday semalam and soon ni akan datang. Okay, so maksudnya untuk ni kena satu yang later akan terjadi. So maksudnya bukan benda yang dah terjadi. So maksudnya yesterday ni salah lah. So jawapannya adalah soon. Okay, I believe that's that from me. I think that would be my last slide. Okay, so that's all for now, folks. So what you learn with me is what are the types of adverbs. Okay, remember adverbs ni the words that describe a verb. Okay, senang ingat, tapi dia boleh juga digunakan untuk explain adjectives dengan other adverbs. But the words can be very similar to adjectives. Tapi remember, adjectives untuk terangkan nouns or pronouns. Adverbs yang sebaliknya. Okay, remember that. And then there's a few types of it. And then there's some questions that you can answer when you use adverbs. I've shared with you earlier. If you don't remember, please rewind and replay this video. I think I gave you 5 different questions that you can answer, but it's been categorized into 4. Okay, but depending nanti bila you masuk tingkatan 3 akan lagi lebih detail. But that's for you akan belajar tahun depan lah when you turn to tingkatan 3 nanti. Alright, so and we have gone through some exercise as well. So if not mistaken, next week we will learn about more on what was I saying earlier, either models or preposition. But if you want to know more, see me next week lah. I'll see you when I see you, everyone. Bye bye.